What's going on, guys? This is Kip here. Today is October 22nd, and I just want to make a quick video for you guys going over BitcoinGold and the upcoming fork of the Bitcoin blockchain that everybody's talking about. And a lot of people are messaging me confused. A lot of people haven't been through a fork before, so they don't really know what it is. And they're confused about what's going to happen to their current Bitcoin. So I just want to make a quick video. I'm going to try to keep it short, but I'm going to try to sum up all the basic info that you guys need to know to understand the fork, understand what BitcoinGold is, and also understand your options on what you can do to receive some free BitcoinGold. So let's dive right into it. Like I said, just try to keep up. I'm going to try to keep it as simple as possible, but go over all the important information. BitcoinGold is actually a new cryptocurrency. It's a new form of Bitcoin. It's not going to change anything with the current Bitcoin. The current Bitcoin will still be its own cryptocurrency. It will still continue on its own path. But BitcoinGold is a new form of Bitcoin that will be forking off of the Bitcoin blockchain. So any team of developers, any company out there, they can create a new cryptocurrency if they want to. And they can also alter an existing cryptocurrency and a certain aspect of what drives that cryptocurrency. So that's what's happening here with BitcoinGold. These developers, this team of developers, they saw something that they would like to change about how Bitcoin runs, and by making that change to Bitcoin, they actually created the new cryptocurrency BitcoinGold. And this BitcoinGold is going to fork off of the Bitcoin blockchain on October 25th, so a couple days from now. And if you guys store your Bitcoin in the right places, you will actually be credited with the same equal amount of BitcoinGold that you're holding in Bitcoin. So if you guys, let's just say for an example, if you're holding 3 Bitcoins and you store it in the correct place before this fork happens, it needs to be before this fork, you'll be credited with the equal amount of BitcoinGold. So you'll get 3 free BitcoinGold, and you'll also still have your 3 Bitcoins. Nothing will happen to the Bitcoin that you're holding. You'll just be credited with the equal amount of this new cryptocurrency, this new coin called BitcoinGold. Now, I personally don't think BitcoinGold is going to be a real big significant fork. I don't think it's going to be a necessarily significant cryptocurrency. Bitcoin Cash was another fork of Bitcoin that happened back on August 1st. And we all kind of saw what happened with Bitcoin Cash. I mean, it's still out there. It's still being traded somewhat. But it never picked up the mass support and the mass recognition of normal Bitcoin. It kind of just came out, everybody kind of sold off and kind of went down in price and kind of just like fell off the grid. I think that's going to happen with BitcoinGold, but it's going to be even less significant than Bitcoin Cash was. So what I'm going to do personally is when I get my BitcoinGold, I'm just going to sell it off immediately. I'm not going to wait for any price shifts. I mean, it's really up to you guys what you do with it when you sell it. But me personally, I'm just going to be selling it off. I prefer to stick with regular Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is the #1 version of Bitcoin so far. There have been a few forks already. There's another fork coming up in November, but I'll make a whole nother video about that. But I'm sticking with Bitcoin, regular old Bitcoin myself. So there are a few options if you guys do want to receive free BitcoinGold. And I can also go over real quick the changes that they are making to Bitcoin to create this new coin, BitcoinGold. What they're doing is they're basically changing the algorithm that you can use to mine Bitcoin and the machines that you can use to mine Bitcoin. Right now, the mining algorithm for normal Bitcoin is SHA-256, and you need to use an ASIC miner. And what they want to do is they want to use the Equihash algorithm and GPU miners. GPU miners would be anybody from their home computer can mine Bitcoin using their graphics card in their computer. And currently, right now in Bitcoin, we have to use an ASIC miner, which is a separate piece of mining equipment that you need to buy separately. And we use the algorithm SHA-256. So by making this change in how you mine Bitcoin, they actually created the new cryptocurrency BitcoinGold, and like I said, it's going to fork off of the current Bitcoin blockchain. And I'm a more visual person. It helps me to see some sort of visual of what people are explaining as they're explaining it. It makes it easier for me to understand. So I made this quick visual for you guys. You can see this orange chain right here of blocks, this is the current Bitcoin blockchain. And then on October 25th, when we hit a certain block, in this case for BitcoinGold, it's block 491,407. And in this graphic, that would, just for an example, would be this block right here. When we get to this block, BitcoinGold is going to fork off of our blockchain, the normal current Bitcoin blockchain. BitcoinGold is going to fork off and create its own blockchain. So nothing will change about the Bitcoin blockchain. If you guys don't know about the blockchain, Bitcoin runs off of the blockchain. Every transaction ever made with Bitcoin is stored and registered in the blockchain, and every transaction down the road that's made with blockchain has to fill its own block and be added into the blockchain to be mined. So I mean, the entire past history of all blockchain transactions are back here on the blockchain in the past, and we're currently working, up here on these blocks, mining these blocks. And what creates a block is people using Bitcoin and making Bitcoin transactions. Every transaction slowly fills up a new block, and then for these transactions to be confirmed and the money to be actually processed through in that transaction, miners need to mine these blocks. And by mining these blocks, every transaction goes through as a mathematical equation, and these miners are solving these mathematical equations, and then when they solved an entire block, they're rewarded with some Bitcoin as a reward. So our blockchain is this orange blockchain. It will continue as normal. It will not change from the fork, from BitcoinGold forking off. Basically, when we hit a certain block, like I said, block 491,407, BitcoinGold will be created, and it will fork off of our chain, our blockchain, and create its own blockchain and continue down its own path. So that's the basic explanation of what the fork is and why it forks off of our blockchain and creates its own blockchain, which in turn creates its own cryptocurrency. And if you guys do want to receive some free BitcoinGold, there's a few options that you have, and we'll go over those options right now. BitcoinGold, this is their official website. If you guys want to check it out, it's btcgpu.org. You guys can come get the exact same information that I'm showing you right now from this website. And they actually have what they call the ecosystem, which is certain wallets and exchanges and companies that have already officially announced that they will support BitcoinGold. And if you have your Bitcoin in one of these places before the fork on October 25th, you will be credited with the equal amount of BitcoinGold for free. So, I mean, there's a few options. You guys can keep it on an exchange, and there's also a few wallets that have already officially announced that they will support BitcoinGold, and you'll be given the equal amount of BitcoinGold automatically right when the fork happens. And I mean, there's a few things to keep in mind, whether you want to keep it on an exchange or a wallet that will support BitcoinGold. So I'll just go over those few options right now, and just a few tips from the fork that I've been through in the past with Bitcoin Cash. So Ledger is a hardware wallet. It's one of the most safest places to keep your Bitcoin. It's where I keep the bulk of my Bitcoin. And in the past, last October 1st, we had another fork of Bitcoin, which created another cryptocurrency called Bitcoin Cash. And Ledger supported Bitcoin Cash at the time. So I had Bitcoin in my Ledger Nano S, and at the time of the fork, within about 12 to 24 hours, I was credited free Bitcoin Cash, and it was added into a new wallet inside my Ledger that was for Bitcoin Cash, and I still had my original Bitcoin in my normal Bitcoin Ledger wallet. Now, something to think about is if you're planning on exchanging your free BitcoinGold into Bitcoin as soon as you can, you're going to want to keep it on an exchange. And this is why I'm telling you about when I went through the fork with Bitcoin Cash with Ledger. These wallets where you'll be credited free BitcoinGold to, you'll need to actually send your BitcoinGold into an exchange to exchange it for Bitcoin. If you receive it in one of these wallets, you can't exchange it into Bitcoin inside your wallet. Even if the wallet has Shapeshift, Shapeshift will not support it immediately. You'll want to get it onto one of these exchanges that have already announced that they will support Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Gold trading immediately. And like I was saying with my example with Bitcoin Cash, I had it in my Ledger wallet. I received my free Bitcoin Cash, but the exchanges at the time that were supporting Bitcoin Cash didn't open withdrawals and deposits immediately. It took about 4 days for them to open deposits and withdrawals of Bitcoin Cash. And in the first 24 hours, Bitcoin Cash was selling at $1,100. When they finally opened deposits and withdrawals so I could actually send in my Bitcoin Cash to an exchange to actually trade it for Bitcoin, it had dropped down to about $400. So I kind of missed out on all of the profit that I could have gotten if I had my Bitcoin Cash in one of these exchanges immediately. So what I mean by that is, if you want to exchange your free Bitcoin Gold into Bitcoin immediately when the price is usually the highest, you're going to want to send your Bitcoin into one of these exchanges that has already officially announced that they will support Bitcoin Gold. And I recommend HitBTC or Yobit.net. And if you come to this website, you can just click right on these images and it will bring you to the website so you can create an account. And then once you create an account, you're going to want to send in your Bitcoin, whatever Bitcoin you want to get the equal amount of Bitcoin Gold of. And by putting it in these exchanges, you'll be able to exchange it into Bitcoin immediately, right when people start trading it, right after the fork happens. And I only suggest HitBTC and Yobit.net because they're the two most popular exchanges that have officially announced that they'll support Bitcoin Gold. I mean, I don't personally use these exchanges on a regular basis, so I can't really tell you too much about them. I did create accounts with them just to, if I want to, just to have my Bitcoin in these exchanges so I can get free Bitcoin Gold and trade it immediately. But basically what you'll want to do is you want to create an account. This is HitBTC. Once you've created your account, you'll just come right up here to account. And then you'll see your Bitcoin wallet inside this exchange, and you'll just hit deposit. They'll give you a deposit address right here where you'll send your Bitcoin, and then you'll just let it sit until the fork happens, and then you'll have a new wallet inside this exchange called Bitcoin Gold, and your free Bitcoin Gold will be in this wallet. Then you can go back to the exchange and exchange it for Bitcoin and withdraw it to your normal Bitcoin wallet. The same thing with Yobit.net. You just want to create an account, come right up here to wallets, and you'll find your Bitcoin wallet with Yobit.net. Right here, you'll hit deposit. They'll give you a deposit address right here, and then you'll just send your Bitcoin to this address. It will go into your wallet inside of Yobit, and as soon as the fork happens, you'll be credited with Bitcoin Gold in a new Bitcoin Gold wallet. You'll still have your Bitcoin that you sent in your Bitcoin wallet, and then you can exchange your Bitcoin Gold into Bitcoin and withdraw it all back to your regular wallet. That's if you guys want it on an exchange where you can exchange it immediately for Bitcoin. Me personally, I'm holding it in my Ledger Nano S. Ledger has already officially announced that they will support Bitcoin Gold, so you will get it immediately. Once the fork happens, you'll be credited immediately with the same equal amount of Bitcoin Gold that you have in Bitcoin Cash in your Ledger wallet. But like I said, it might just take 24 hours, a few days even, for these exchanges to open deposits and withdrawals, and for you to deposit your Bitcoin Gold into the exchange to exchange it for Bitcoin. And they give you a list right here of supported wallets that have already officially announced that they will support Bitcoin Gold, and you will get it automatically. So they'll automatically create you a new wallet inside this wallet, inside any of these wallets. So you'll have your regular Bitcoin wallet, and then they'll create you a new wallet for Bitcoin Gold, and your free Bitcoin Gold will be sitting in that wallet. But like I said, you'll need to get it into an exchange to actually exchange it for Bitcoin and withdraw the Bitcoin. And then your third option, so basically first option is inside one of these exchanges, and I would recommend one of the first two, HitBTC or Yobit.net. Your second option is a wallet that has already officially announced that they support Bitcoin Gold, and you can find this on the BitcoinGold website on the homepage. And these would be Coinomi, Free Wallet, and Garda Wallet. I have a Coinomi. I barely use it, so I mean I can't really tell you guys the reliability or whatever the safeness of these wallets because I don't really use them myself. But you guys can pick any of these three, and then you would just create a wallet with them, send over your Bitcoin into that wallet, and then when the fork happens, you'll have the equal amount of BitcoinGold. And then your third option is actually to store it in any Bitcoin wallet where you control your private keys. And some of those right off the top of my head would be Exodus. Exodus is a desktop wallet where you control your private keys. And another one just off the top of my head is Jaxx Wallet. Jaxx Wallet has a Google extension right up here. They have an iOS app. They have an Android app. So you can just download Jaxx Wallet. You send your Bitcoin into Jaxx or Exodus if you want to go with Exodus. And you'll control your private keys. So you will be able to claim free BitcoinGold. But it'll be harder than using one of these wallets that will give it to you automatically. You'll actually need to export your private keys into a supported wallet, and then you'll receive the free BitcoinGold by exporting your private keys from Exodus or Jaxx. So I mean, it's a little bit more technical. You do have to jump through a couple extra hoops to get your BitcoinGold, but any wallet that you control your private keys of, you will be able to claim BitcoinGold from. I know there's more wallets than just Exodus and Jaxx where you control your private keys, but those were just the two right off the top of my head that I know for a fact that you control your private keys. Blockchain.info wallet, your blockchain wallet, you technically do control your private keys, but it's a bitch to actually find them in your wallet to export them to another wallet to receive your BitcoinGold. So as much as I love blockchain, and I use blockchain every single day as my normal Bitcoin wallet, if you do want free BitcoinGold, I would recommend not keeping it in blockchain. I would recommend either keeping it in one of these three wallets right here, Coinomi, Free Wallet, or Garda, or keeping it in HitBTC or YoBit.net, which is the exchanges where you'll have instant access to exchange it into Bitcoin. I hope that helped, guys. I'm going to cut the video here. It's already getting longer than I wanted to, and I don't want to keep going and confuse people more than they already are right now. But to sum it all up, if you want to keep it in an announced exchange where they have already officially announced that they will support BitcoinGold and you will get free BitcoinGold, I would keep it in HitBTC or YoBit.net. If you want to keep it in an announced wallet where they've already announced that they will support BitcoinGold and you'll get it immediately, I would suggest Coinomi, Free Wallet, or Garda, and actually Ledger. Sorry, I forgot to add Ledger. Ledger Nano S or Ledger Blue should be in this column under announced wallets. And if you want to keep it in a wallet where you control your private keys, but you have to jump through a couple extra hoops and export your private keys to receive your BitcoinGold, you're going to want to go with Exodus or Jaxx. So that's it, guys. I hope the video helped. I hope it helped you understand the fork and where to keep your Bitcoin before the fork happens to receive free BitcoinGold. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Hope you're having a great night, and I'll see you later.